Olumo Rock in Abeokuta just to catch some fun. Tourism center. But we're going up now. This is the first staircase to Olumo Rock. We can either use the elevator here or go by the stairs, but we have to go by the staircase. Just see everything, catch the full fun, see the full glimpse. Everybody, every viewers, let's just go together and catch some fun. Olumo Rock. It's gonna be. I have Ismail here. We're together, and it's your boy Hayorlad. I have Mr. Idikiro behind the camera. The home of the grass. So with me here is my humble brother, my uncle, my friend. We met here and he's going to guide us around Olumo Rock. We've just climbed 120 stairs. Man, I can't believe it. We climbed 120 stairs just to get to the first layer of Olumo. Don't you see that is fun? And as I was told, this is where we call Pansheke Garden. Pansheke Garden, and why? There is a tree here that has a very long seed, and whenever the wind blows, it's going to make some sounds like shake, 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 and I think that's how we got the name Pansheke. We've just climbed 120, right? We're still going more. This is the Ojubo of Olumo, the shrine where they worship Olumo. And back in the olden days, back then, they worship Olumo with human being. But until of recent times, where there is a kind of improvisation, where they start using, what do you call it?
Big black cow.
Big black cow.
Local gin.
Local gin, cola nuts, yes, and stuff like that. And only 2 people are allowed to enter this place, the shrine. And that is the paramount ruler of Egbaland, that's the Alake, and the chief priest of Egbaland. Only 2 people can enter this place to do the worship rites here at the shrine. And this shrine is being worshipped once in a year. So they open this place just once in a year. Anyway, this is getting interesting and more interesting. This grave we're watching right now on your screen, this is the grave of Chief Sonny Ositoko. So that's the OC, and that OC in Yoruba land is the 3rd in command to the king. So this is the first man that take people around Olumo Rock and tell them the stories behind this rock. The man that took people around as around like what we're doing now, a tour. The man that took them around to explain what Olumo Rock is all about. So this is where the man was laid to rest. And back in the days when a chief died, they buried them at the back of their house. And as you can see, this is the grave of the man, and this is his house. Chief Sonny Ajimatokunje died on the 23rd of January 1956 and was laid to rest here directly behind his house. According to the history, Olumo Rock was being managed by the people of Ikija and Itoko until the government took over the management and made it a proper tourist center. Let's go in there and see the hideout, the war hideout. Everybody that reads about Olumo Rock must have heard about the hideout, because that's the major story a lot of people know around the world, that during the war time, the black people, they used to hide somewhere inside Olumo Rock, and that's where we are going right now. So where we are currently now, this is under the rock, and this place means a lot of things to the Abeokuta people, to the Egba people at large. This is where we call the war hideout, where the Egba people eat during the war time. Back in those days, the war was between 1830 to 1833, and the war emanated between the Egba and the Idahomi people. The Idahomi people are the people now we know nowadays as the Benin Republic.
There used to be 5 rooms under this rock.
4 has collapsed and we have just 1 left. Now this is where we got the source, the name of this big city we are in, Abeokuta. Back in those days, whenever they ask them, you people, where did you hide? Oh, you Egba people, they will tell them, we hid under the rock. Abeokuta, under the rock. So that's how we got the name of this big city as Abeokuta. And the word Olumo came as a result of, God created this rock. So God is being regarded to as Olu, and molding, mo, as a mold, to mold something in Yoruba is called mo. So we call it Olumo, which means God built this rock for them. Out of those 5 rooms created during the war time, this is the only one existing, the last of all, inside Olumo Rock. Anyways, we're still getting more, but this is the only existing room, the remaining one of us. We entered and we are out. Really safely, successfully. This place, they used to grind pepper, grind things. They prepare their food while they were still hiding for the war back then. So they prepare food, they grind pepper, they do everything inside. All these potholes we are seeing in the rock were actually created for the well-being back then.
The woman you're seeing right on your screen is Mama Olumo. She worships the rock, and she is 133 years old.
You heard me right, 133, and she's still living healthy and strong. So they stay here to worship the rock because they believe in the deities. So we have a shrine here. It's called Ojuba Obaluaye. That's where they worship Obaluaye. And as you can see, we have a tree here that emanated from the rock. Okay, it's called Akoko. In Yoruba land, we use Akoko leaves for chieftaincy title. Whenever anybody is coronated or installed as a chief, they use the Akoko to install him because the leaves don't go dry. Come rain, come sun, come any season, any weather, it's always green. And here we have where we worship Orisha Igun, God of longevity. God of longevity, Orisha Igun. That's where they worship him. This is the baobab tree. Igioshe in Yoruba land.
Hausa call it
Fuka.
Igbo call it
Ngwanu.
The botanical name of it is Adansonia dictata.
And that's more technical. And Adansonia dictata. That's serious. Anyway, the history behind these trees. Back in those days, there's no hospitals, there's no medical doctors. They don't visit hospitals like nowadays. So then, whenever the children are sick, they bring water to this tree. So they put the water there, and after 3 days, the water would have changed to herb. So with that, they will wash the baby's body. But mind you, when they're washing the baby's body back then, they don't let the water touch their head, because if the water should touch the baby's head, the head will be very big and bigger than the body. So that's why in Yoruba there is an adage that says, "Ipa tí apá ò ṣe, ara ló fi ń san." So harming the baobab tree will give you more benefits in return. The images we're seeing here represent the top and paramount people, the very important people in Egba land. They're notable. So the first one we're seeing here, this is Lishabi. So that's why they, in Egba's Oriki, you have Lishabi Omagbungwakala. I don't know, but that's the image representing Lishabi. And here we have Alatishe, the second in command back then. And the third one here is Chief Shodeke, the first Balogun of Egbaland. Chief Shodeke, the first Balogun of Egbaland. And that's Madam Efuroye Tinubu, the first woman in Egbaland. Yeah, that's the first Iyalode of Egbaland, Mrs. Efuroye Tinubu. And this is the first Oba, the king, Okun Kini, so the first grand king of Egbaland. The current Oba in Egba now, that's the fourth, and this is the first. So definitely we have just 4 Obas to have ruled Egba since inception. 4 families rather that have ruled Egba land since inception. So this is the first. The carry symbolizing the money they spent back in those days. We are moving right now towards the ancient route to the top. The ancient route to the top of Olumo Rock. And so that's where we're trying to navigate now. As they go. So we are climbing the ancient route to the top. The ancient
So you are welcome to second stages. We are now going to the third one.
Are you kidding me? So we just finished climbing the second layer. Oh my goodness. So we are still going to another layer. That's the third layer of the rock.
Then there is not something like ladder or blue. There is a try jumping from here to that place like this.
Like seriously, what I am seeing here is very scary. We are just at the base of the top layer of the rock. And you see, this is not something easy, but it's very interesting. From the first layer to the second layer, we just got to the third layer. Man, this is serious. But what I am seeing, as you can see on your screen at the moment, this is the area view of Egba land from Olumo's top. I am scared because there is no barricade, there is no guide to protect anybody from falling. It's serious, but we still have to finish climbing the rock. Anyway, let's just go to the top of the third layer and see everything all together. Man, do you just see what happened? Like serious, it's a pity we can't just cover that. Actually, we came in through the safety limit. Yeah, he's trying to come from the safety limit as well. That place is very risky, man, and that's where we came in through. And something terrible just happened. One of my brothers almost.
Oh, no be smart, you know. Thank God for my life, oh.
We almost fell from the rock, but now we stand here. We thank God. So this is the last layer of Olumo Rock.
Welcome to the peak of Olumo Rock, from where you can see the whole of Egba land with ease. Olumo Rock is 137 meters above sea level. Standing at the top here, you can see many important places in Abeokuta, such as the first church ever in Nigeria, that is St. Peter's Cathedral Church in Ake, Abeokuta, which was built in 1844. We can also see the first central mosque in Abeokuta, which was built in 1925. The house with green roof behind the mosque is the family house of late Chief MKO Abiola, in which he was born. We can also see the first television channel in Abeokuta, NTA Channel 12. And behind the mast is the school of the Nigerian former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and other personalities like late Chief MKO Abiola, Nigerian interim president Ernest Shonekan, the great icon late Fela Anikulapo Kuti, Professor Wole Soyinka, the former governor of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniels.
And the school is called Baptist Boys High School, BBHS.
From here, we can also see the Ogun River, from where this state got her name, Ogun State.
Ẹgbẹ́ anthem náà ṣe lórí òkè òun pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ibẹ̀ la gbé bí mi sí o, ibẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o. Ilẹ̀ òmìnira àdìpọ̀sẹ̀
Máyọ̀ 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 o, lórí Olúmọ. Máyọ̀ 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 o, lórí Olúmọ.
The meaning is that we rejoice, rejoice on top of the rock.
The word Ogun, pronounced in Yoruba as Ogi-Uni, has different pronunciations and interpretations, which are Ogun 20, Ogun inheritance, Ogun sweat, Ogun, god of iron, Ogun, war, Ogun, medicine, Ogun, long, Ogun, to climb.
Like we climbed, like as we've climbed the Olumo Rock today. Ogun, no, that's interesting. Man, my people, you're welcome to Olumo Rock, and it's very interesting. It's fun filled. We enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed our stay. And guess what? My brother here has been the one that made this thing much more interesting, because without him, we wouldn't have known a lot about Olumo Rock around here. Even we wouldn't have known which way to go to. But he sacrificed his time, took us from the base to the apex, to the peak of the rock. Man, it's a wonderful adventure. So, viewers, audience, friends, fans, and everybody, like seriously, we just finished touring Olumo Rock in Abeokuta, the capital of Ogun State, the heart of Ogun State, the home of the Egbas. We just finished touring Olumo Rock now, and I hope you really enjoy the moment, you enjoy the stay, you enjoy everything all around here. Anyways, to enjoy more of videos like this, just click on subscribe button down below this video. Thank you very much. See you next time. Should I tell you the place? Just keep your fingers